Hey Flosstube friends, this is Lisa, Little Annie Z on Instagram, and I just wanted to come on and catch up. My mom and I have set a date for January to come and do a Flosstube with you from her studio. So we penciled it in and we'll see how things go. But I just wanted to catch up and share a few things with you in the meantime. So I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas and you're gearing up for a new year. I know a lot of Stitchy friends are participating in different New Year's stitch-alongs and start-alongs. I'm not one of those because I've started 2 large projects, and so I'm just going to focus on those, and I'll share those with you in a little while. But first I wanted to share a couple finishes with you. Before I do that, I wanted to see if I had a lot of time to finish some things because I've had 2 weeks off. This is my second week off, and so I'm going to share those finishes with you. I'm in front of a window, so the lighting might get weird. I hope things don't get blown out. But anyway, I did Carrot Cake by Stitching with the Housewives. And as you could tell, I changed a few things. First of all, the count of the fabric is 18 count, and this is on Putty Khaki Davos. I love stitching on this, and I like how it looks like a recipe card. And then there was supposed to be another border at the top, so I took that off, and I replaced a carrot, and I didn't add another bunny here, and I charted my own spatula instead because I wanted to add more blue instead of the orange. This is done with all the called for colors. If I had to do this over, I probably wouldn't use this shade of pink. I think that was Clay Pot. I could see how it would stand out on the black, and that's why it was called for, but I would probably do something a little lighter if I did it over again. So anyway, that's Carrot Cake by Stitching with the Housewives. I did a very simple finish because like I said, I wanted it to look like a recipe card, and I'm going to put it on a muffin tin with a magnetic clip. And then the next finish I had was Bunny Bakery by Stitching with the Housewives. This is on Pink Ada 14 count, all the called for flosses. And I think I did stitch this all as charted. I just put Chelsea's checks on a board and then some yellow rickrack. I really like this on the pink. I love all the pastel-like colors. So that is Bunny Bakery, Stitching with the Housewives. This one I'm going to put on the canister with a magnet. And then I finished a chunky quilt. I don't have a ball of yarn here to show you, but it's the Yarn Bee from Hobby Lobby, the chunky, I think it's called Eternal Bliss. And this is done with size 50 needles. I posted all the details on Instagram. So this is, it's a big throw. If I had added 3 more skeins to it, it would have been a twin size. It's blowing out a little bit. But I did the stockinette stitch, so that's knit one side and purl the other. So you can see this side is just the purled side. It's so warm, it's almost too warm. But it's fun. I like this. I've always wanted to purchase one, and I usually don't like purchasing things that I can make myself, but I probably would not make this again. It was difficult with such large needles and chunky thread, and as it grew, it got hard to manage. So it was fun casting it off and getting the finished project. And then I did a quilt that is a throw size. It's one of Fat Quarter Shop's free patterns called Layer Cake Lemonade. I did it with, I'll show you the label, with Tasha Noel's Quilt Fair. I had a few pieces of layer cake left, and it's so cute. It's a good pattern to use if you want to show off the fabric, because it's very simple. You're just arranging the layer cakes, you know, the whole 10-inch square, and then cutting the 10-inch squares in half. So this would be good if you have Jolly Bars and layer cakes. Be super easy. And let's see if I can. It's a great way to show off the fabric. So it's a nice colorful quilt. It's backed by, I think this is Bonnie and Camille Shine On fabric collection, and then just some red binding that was already made that I purchased at either Hobby Lobby or Walmart. Yeah, so super cute. I like it. Okay, so now I'm going to share my whips with you. I am working on Winter Rose Manor by With I Needle and Thread, and I know all of you probably know it by now. I'm using the called for fabric, Brenda's Brew. It's 36 count Brenda's Brew by R&RV Productions, and I'm using all the called for threads. And these are the called for threads. I am using, like I said, everything called for. So roasted marshmallow, I know some have substituted that out, but I am using that. I am using conch. And I called Dying to Stitch to order the fabric, and they were out of stock on the putty. But I did find the Cottage Needle on Etsy had not only the putty, but I forgot to order 2 skeins of conch and 2 skeins of roasted marshmallow. So I got those from the Cottage Needle as well. So I love the color palette, and I made some floss bling to go on it. I'm not sure if I've showed this to you before, but this is a photo of a sampler that I've stitched, and then some cute bling. I do use these are 3.5 Lori Holt magnifiers. Oh no, these are 4s. These are 4s. And I have it in this handmade project bag that I did. This was probably my first one that I ever made, and it's probably my best one. And then this is it on my stand. So let me see if I can get it close up for you. I'm working on the border, and it's turning out really pretty. It was fun doing all those berries, and now I'm working on, I think they're poinsettias. It's really a fun project. And then my next whip is, I'm starting on, I think sorry. I think I showed you my project bag before for my Prim Stitch series that was going to start on, and I did on Christmas night. I am using Lori Holt's 3.5s. These are the 3.5s. Trying to cut back on the glare for you. 3.5s. She does have 5s coming out, and I asked Fat Quarter Shop to notify me when those are in stock. I am using the Floss that's called for. And I showed these to you previously. And I am working on the border. So I'm working on the border layout, which I think, I don't know if it's free or not, but I'm working on the border layout first, and then I have all 12 of the patterns. I'll just go through these quickly because you probably have seen these. They're so cute. I'm going to do it all on one piece. It calls for 25 count Prim by Lori Holt, and that's what I'm using. And that's the last one. So I will show you my progress. So I'm down to the second square. I have the first part rolled up here. I'm keeping it all rolled up until I get the entire layout finished, and then I will cut the fabric. I will have some extra fabric all around. But this is beautiful. I love the border because it reminds me of crocheted lace. And this is called Pebble, the Floss cotton Pebble. And see if I can get that out to show you. So this is the Pebble. I'm not sure if that's blurry or not. I hope not. And then Raisin, and then Cloud. So those are the border colors. And then that's it for my whips. Boy, I am sure blowing out on here. I'm so sorry. Hopefully it's not a complete washout, I hope. Okay, let me put this back, and then I will show you some Stitchy kindness and some haul, or some collection additions, as I like to call it. And then I will show you an oldie but a goodie, and what was the other segment? Something that I found that is helpful, and I'll share that. So first of all, let me share my Stitchy kindness with you. It was very sweet to get these. I got a card in the mail, and this project bag. I didn't ask if I can share her name, so if she watches this, she'll know that I really appreciate it. She and I have a shared love of lighthouses, and I don't know if she knew that I love birds, but so this is like a nautical project bag. Thank you so much. And she filled it with all kinds of goodies, and it was super sweet, and I much appreciated. Thank you. And then a couple things that my mom made. This is a scarf, which I love, and then she has my initials on there. She did it on her machine, her embroidery machine. And it's just super soft and just beautiful. I love it. It's my colors too. And she also made this wallet on her machine. It looks like it's different colors of cork. And this is her label. So Chickadee Designs. Super cute. And that's all done on her machine. And for cards, the cute snap, the wristlet, and this little keychain fob, and then some cute sparkly vinyl on the inside. So I love this. This is super cute. So thanks, Mom. Okay, so I will share my collection additions with you first, before I get into the two segments, something new and then something old that's been stitched. So this is from One Thrifty Stitcher, I think, on Etsy. These cute needle minders. I just love these. They are so cute. She's got tons of these. And so I picked those up to add to my collection. And then on January 30th, Bee in My Bonnet, Lori Holt is going to start her Calico Garden quilting sew along, and I got the Sew Simple shapes because I do want to make some of that quilt. I'm not sure when I'm going to start it, but on her blog she's going to start this on January 30th. So I ordered the Sew Simple shapes. These come in handy too to decorate things. Like I used the Prim series to decorate my project bag for the Prim Stitch. So you don't have to only use them for the quilt. And then I ordered needle art on charts in New York. I think the mailing address is Floral Park, New York. I saw that they posted this on Instagram. I know everybody has ordered this, and I belong to their floss club for General Art, the General Arts floss club every month. So if you're looking for Blackbird books and General Arts, they also have different, they have weeks, I believe, in Classic Colorworks, but it's usually hard to find General Arts. So I joined their club, and she added this to my monthly order. And the one project that I want to do in here is this right here. This pumpkin. These are all sections. I think there's like, I don't remember how many sections, but then you stitch them separately, and then you sew them together according to the directions, and it comes out to be a really cute pumpkin. And then this I got at my local needlework shop, Tiny Stitches. It was so fun to meet up with Carol Lee, the Stitching is Elementary on Flosstube and on Instagram. My mom and I went, and also we saw Lorraine from Rags to Stitches USA, who works there, and so all of us were there together, and it was so much fun catching up and giving hugs, and it was really cool. So this is a new quilting series that started. This is the first one, and it looks like a book, and it's Sense and Sensibility. And it's called Barton Cottage. It's a 65 by 65 inch. It doesn't look difficult at all, but it's just beautiful, and I love that it looks like a book. So it's a keepsake quilt, which is the first in a series featuring reproduction fabric from the original Jane Austen coverlet quilt. A quilt made by Jane, her mother, and her sister Cassandra, starting with the Barton Cottage quilt from the Sense and Sensibility collection, which is Jane's first published work. These one-of-a-kind keepsake quilt kit boxes are designed to look like a book. So Barton College is the featured home in the novel where Mrs. Dashwood and her daughters lived after being evicted from Norland Park. So let me open it to share with you. So it opens like this. And this is all the fabric, the instructions, and give you a close-up view. So in the kit, it includes everything you need except the backing fabric and the batting. It does include the, I believe it does include the binding fabric. And then all the fabrics are named after people in the book. So for instance, I guess maybe not just people, but places too, it looks like. So anyway, I won't spoil it for you if you decide to pick this up. But let me just pick up a chunk of the fabric so you can see how beautiful these are together. I just love them. So I'm looking forward to starting that and collecting the series. How fun would that be to have a series of these fun boxes that look like books, and you can reuse them. So, okay, Then I have an oldie but a goodie to share with you. And this is a tablecloth that my mother-in-law stitched about maybe 40, it was stitched in 1963, and she was 16 years old when she embroidered it, actually. So it's this linen with this mustard color embroidery. It's just beautiful. She wants me to use it, but I don't. If I use it, it would just be, for display purposes. But this is it in half. So I treasure this. So that was an oldie but a goodie that I keep on my quilt rack. And now I have something to share with you that has helped me with organizing my stitching patterns. So after I'm done stitching them, if they're small enough, which so the Stitch Card series, Lori Holt Stitch Card series, and the Stitching with the Housewives, also some of the Brenda Gervais and Plum Street samplers, they will all fit in a little binder. This is called a 1-inch mini durable view. I got this on at Walmart, but you might be able to find these on Amazon or Walmart.com maybe. And then the sheet protectors. So I will put it, especially if I'm printing out PDFs, and even if I'm not, if I am storing a pattern that I bought, I will slip it in the sheet protector. And what's great about these is, this is by Sam Sill. Let me show you the box. I got these on Amazon. Now they are non-stick, so if you print something out from your printer, it won't stick to the paper. So they are non-stick. They are PVC free, so they're archival safe and acid free. And so this is a 5 by 5, so 5.5 by 8.5 sheet protector, which will fit in here perfectly. So that's what I had to share with you that might help you as well. And that's all I have for you. I hope you have a happy new year. And I look forward to meeting up with you again in 2023. Bye-bye.